Hi there, welcome to my channel Maths SL. I'm speaking Saqib Latif. Uh, this is the number pattern question number 2. The question says 2.1 given the arithmetic series 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus so on till plus 93. The first question says determine the general term of the series Tn in the form Tn is equal to Pn plus Q. I'll show you how to solve this question. So this is a linear pattern question. So I need to find the first A. That's gonna be a first term, which is 5, and then I'm gonna find the D. Obviously, I need the D also for the formula. D is T2 minus T1. So the term 2 is 7 minus term 1 5. The answer is 2. Now I've got the formula. I'm going to substitute in the formula a plus n minus 1 d. In this formula, I'm going to substitute all of these values. So a is 5, n minus 1, and the d is 2. I'm going to further solve this formula. The answer going to be, let me take this side, this question, because there's no space. So it's going to be a 5 is equal to plus 2n. 2 times negative 1 is minus 2. So therefore 2n positive 5 negative 2 become positive 3. I simplify. So therefore my Tn is going to be equal to 2n plus 3. So this is in the form of Pn plus Q. So this is my final answer. Question number 2 says, the given series represent the number of kilometers that an athlete ran each week in preparation for an ultra marathon. The athlete ran 93 kilometers in the last week of the training program. How long in weeks was the training program? So the second question said athlete ran 93 kilometers in the last week of the training program. So they're looking how long in weeks was the training program. So looking n now here. So which means Tn we have already. Tn is equal to 93. Now we need to find the n. How long n? So I'm gonna substitute, which means Tn you got 93. We need to solve for n here. So the 93 I'm gonna equate with 2n plus 3 to solve for n here. Then we know how long. 93, I positive 3, I switch over this side, become negative. So the 2n, and this is going to be 90 and 2n. So both sides you divide by 2. So the answer, therefore, answer going to be n equal to 45. 90 divided by 2 is 45. So the 45 weeks. That's my answer for this second question. Question number 3. The athlete used the opportunity to raise funds for her high school. The community sponsored her 10 rand for each kilometer run during the training program. The question says further, calculate the total amount that the athlete raised for her school. So we need to calculate the total amount. I'll show you how. So the third question says, we need to calculate the total amount that the athlete raised for her school. So which means we're looking Sn, the total amount. So we're gonna solve this question with Sn formula. So the Sn formula says Sn is equal to n over 2, because we need to find the total amount. 2a plus n minus 1 d close bracket obviously, if we need to calculate the sum of the arithmetic series, we use the SN formula. So we need to find the total amounts. That's why we're going to use the SN formula. Now we got everything, and we already have, and so the n we got 45. We earlier found 45 over 2, and the 2 a we have also, which earlier we found. The first term is 5, so multiply 5 plus, now and again we're gonna substitute the place of n 45 minus 1, d we got 2. Remember earlier we found d2, there's d2. Now close bracket. So I'm going to use the calculator to solve this formula. So it's going to be 45 over 2, and then my calculation inside is 10 plus 88. Now I can solve further with the calculator. The answer is going to be 2205 kilometer. But now we need to find the total amount. Total amount, because they pay him 10 rent for each kilometer. So this is 2205 kilometer total. So now we're gonna multiply to find the total amount. Therefore, total amount is equal to 2205 multiplied 10. So the answer gonna be a 22,050 rand. That is the total amount he raised. The general term of a geometric sequence is Tn is equal to 2 power n plus 2. So the first question, write down part A, the first term. So this is the first question. So Tn we have 2 power n plus 2. So we need to find the first term. So which means T1 is going to be 2, place of n I'm going to write 1 plus 2. So 2 power 3, the answer will be 8. Part B, the common ratio. To find the common ratio, divide the second term by the first term. So we need the second term. So let me first find the second term here. So the T2 is going to be equal to 2 power 2 plus 2. So answer is going to be is equal to 2 power 4 is going to be equal to 16. So this is my second term. So now I need to find the ratio, which is R T2 divided by T1. T2 divided by T1. T2 I got 16. T1 earlier I found 8. So the answer is 2. 2.2.2. Calculate T20. Write your answer as power of 4. So we have now general term T20 is going to be equal to 2 power 20 plus 2. So we got 2 power 22. Now, to express as a power of 4, recall that 2 power 2 is equal to 4. 2 power 2 is going to be equal to 4. Now, so I can say here now 2 power 2. So if 2 power 2, 22 divided by 2 is going to be 11. So is a power 11. I can write same thing, 2 power 22, 2 power 2 and power 11. The answer will be same. 11 times 2 is 22. So this is going to be a 4 power 11. This is my final answer. This formula, if you can remember this formula, a power m outside power n is equal to a power m n. You remember this formula? 2.2.3. Calculate summation sigma n is equal to 1 till infinity 1 over Tn. Now we're gonna solve the sigma notation question. Sigma notation we use to indicate the sum of a series is a Greek letter. So we need to calculate this one. N is equal to 1. That's the first value till the infinity. Expression term we have 1 over Tn. 1 over Tn. Tn we have 1 over 2 power n plus 2. Now, so the A is the first term is gonna be a so 1 over Tn we need to find first we need to solve the 1 over Tn. So 1 over Tn is equal to 1 over Tn is equal to 2 power n plus 2. So I'm gonna substitute 2 power n plus 2, and the A first term is 8. So but now gonna be 1 over T1, so which means 1 over 8, and the R, which is ratio, obviously gonna be 1 over R, which is gonna be equal to 1 over 2 because the ratio is 2. Now a geometric series will converge. The sum will approach a specific value if a constant ratio is a number between -1 and +1. So you can see this is sum to infinity because if the ratio is between -1 and +1, then we apply the sum to infinity formula. So this is 1 over 2. So we're going to apply the formula sum to infinity. The formula say S infinity is equal to A over 1 minus R. So the A we have 1 over 8. We're going to substitute the value 1 minus R, we got 1 over 2. I use the calculator. My answer will be 1 over 4. So this is my final answer. The last question says, consider the first 21 terms of the sequence Tn is equal to 2 power n plus 2. Calculate the sum of the terms in this sequence that are not powers of 4. I'll show you how to solve this question. Tn we have is equal to 2 power n plus 2. Now, so if I put T1 here, it's going to be 2 power 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Now if I put the T2, it's going to be 2 power 2 plus 2 is equal to 2 power 4. This is going to be 2 power 3. Sorry, this is 2 power 4. Now if I put T3, it's going to be 2 power 3 plus 2 become 2 power 5. If I put T4, it's going to be 2 power 4 plus 2 is equal to 2 power 6. So now 2 power 6 you can write also as 2 power 2 and to the power 3. Same thing. So, and this is as well, you can write the 2.2, the power is 2. Same thing. Now, so if n plus 2 is even, then n is even. You can see 2 power 4. You can write also 2 power 2 to the power 2, 2 power 6. You can also write 2 power 2 to the power 3. But if n plus 2 is odd, you can see the odd. It is also odd. Then n must be odd. So the terms that are not powers of 4 are odd values. So it's going to be a T1, T3, T5, so on till T21. Now, so this is 2 power 3 and this is 2 power 5 and this is going to be 2 power 7, so on till 2 power 23. Right. So now let's see if I want to solve. This is going to be 8. This is going to be a 32, so on. We only need first term and the ratio. So we need to calculate the sum of terms. So I must write plus here. This is geometric series. I must write the plus here, na? Plus so on. This is a geometric series. Plus plus plus. right? So this is a geometric series, so I must write the plus. So now I need to find out uh, the sum of geometric series. The a is first term is 8, and the ratio is gonna be a t2 divided by t1. So the t2 I have 32, and divided by 8, the answer is 4. And the n gonna be 11. Why n is 11? Because t1 till t20, 10 odd, 10 even. But now t21 is odd. So 10 plus 1 is this one, it become 11. First 21 terms, um, odd term is 11. Right. So I'm gonna use the sum of geometric series formula. So obviously the r is greater than 1, which is 4, so I'm gonna use this formula. A open bracket r power n minus 1 close bracket over r minus 1. I'm going to substitute all of these value into this formula. A we got 8, and the r we got 4, and n we got 11. So substitute into this formula, all of these value is equal to 8 4 power 11 minus 1 over 4 minus 1. And I'm going to use the calculator. My answer is 111,848,08. This is my final answer.